Damn. What's up, everyone? This is Dre Trades. My AC just kicked on. I usually try to keep it off when I'm making videos, so hopefully you don't hear it, static and all that stuff. Anyway, man, how you doing in this market? How you doing in this easy but crazy market? Huh? It's pretty damn easy, but not for me because I'm mentally confused by listening to media. I say it all the time. I just can't help it. I'm addicted to news, business news. Look at we starting to bounce. We had a crazy drop off. I'm looking over my head at the 1 minute chart, and I got short. Well, I was short already, but I had got out of my shorts, and then I kind of got back in it right here. Once I saw it starting to give up, and this is the out right here, right above here. But what the problem is, this market's just been gapping, and it's just crazy. All right, so I'm going to show you what I've been doing. I'm going to show you what I should have been doing and what I've been doing. So follow along if you're interested. Oh, yeah, I forgot to make sure I'm live and whatnot. All right, yeah, it looks like I'm live. All right, so, man, the media, I like to even call it manipulate. I don't even know. So I'm trying to bring, okay, so look at this. This range is so perfect. Okay, let's just look at this top range and this bottom range right here. It is so perfect. I mean, I'm going back in time, but it was simple as once the range was established, say right about here at least, sell here, buy here, right? Sell here, buy here. We hit the top again. Let's sell here, and that's kind of what I did. But this week has been so strong that I'm thinking, oh man, we're gonna bust right through it. So this down candle, I'm looking at the hourly chart. Maybe it's because we just hit it real quick. We're not just gonna blow through it. I thought maybe if we do, we gap above it Tuesday morning or something like that. But we gapped, we kind of ran into it, and we pulled back kind of hard. But is it the real deal pullback, or did it just knock? Did it just, and it's about to go, no, and then just bust through, So if it hangs out up here, that's probably what it's gonna do. I should have just watched and waited and see what's gonna happen. I don't know. So anyway, I wanted to talk about it wasn't a good week for me. And this right here, this week, this downturn right here, oh man, fantastic. Because I was short. I got short up here, ran it down here, and I covered some down here. And then when it got right here, the next day, it went up. Okay, it was a little pain, but not bad because I covered some. This reversal, we gapped up like 200 points or something like that, and we just totally reversed it. And I was like, oh man, it just got done hitting the bottom, came up a little bit, and then a reversal, let's pull up the daily chart. A total reversal. Where's my reversal day? Here, right here. I'm like, oh man, I'm all in. I'm all in short. And I was probably too much in short. So the next day, we went higher like 250 points. Then we gapped up here another 250. Then we gapped up another 250, 300. So it's crazy, especially that day with it was just yesterday with the 30-point gap. Oh man. And we held it, so let me go back to the hourlies again. We held it. I mean, this was it right here. Boom, and just kind of drifted higher. And then another 250 or 200 today, and kind of was giving that up until I made this video. We see what happens today. But the rally has been impressive. This rally, out of the last rallies, I mean, this was an impressive. They for the most part, a lot of them was impressive, but this rally was pretty impressive. But they all gave it up right here, right at the top. And this one looks like it might do that. We're going into the 3-day weekend. I mean, are you going to go long, short? And here's the funny thing. All right, where's that big drop where Trump said, this was it right here, right? He was about to bust through. And what did he do? He said he retaliated. Well, China retaliated, and then he came off with some more retaliation taxes or tariffs. Okay, so check this out now. Check this out. Pay attention. Right here. Let me pull out my little square because I don't understand this. Y'all help me understand this. Okay, right here, there was we had tariffs on them. China did not have tariffs on us. Okay, now that we are higher, I'm going to come up here. China has tariffs on us. There's even more tariffs on China, but we're higher. So here, it was just, the same old tariff BS. Now there's even more tariffs, and tariffs got it on us. And China's saying if we put more tariffs on them, which starts Sunday, maybe they'll even put more on us. But we're higher than we was over here. So you see what I'm saying? So how are we higher and there's even more tariffs? I don't know. It's like, okay, all right. Is this a better situation than this situation? I think this last week was a better situation before the Trump tweets. And then this situation is not that great. It's worse than this situation. So I don't get how we hire. So that's what's up. Stochastic is saying we're getting ready to go down on the hourly. We'll see. But it's been holding up, man. The rally has just been impressive. These rallies, just really impressive. If you look at the down days, now this is the daily. For the most part, the down actions were just a day. Like, boom, day. Come up, boom, 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 3 days. Here was 2 days. We didn't go all the way down to the range. Boom, up 1 day. Then down a day. That was a day. It looks like we gapped down and went down. Here, up, up, up. Hit the top of the range. Here, that's down 1. Then up. We give it right back. Down, down. 2 days down, then up. This candle right here fooled the shit out of me. This reversal candle, and then we just boom, boom, boom. And I think that's why we gapped hard and was just flying up, because I think not only did I get fooled, other people got fooled as well, and you just covering your shorts trying to get out. That's good. So, but obviously above this range we go. We go. And I think that once we are above it, I don't think we just close above it and we're off to the races. We might want a day or two because the fake out. You got to watch out for the fake out. And then, the bottom can just give in on this market. So let's see a day or two maybe above that, or something convincing, like maybe another 30-point gap up or something, and close and just gap up and continue to rise, right? Shorts weren't able to get out. Longs wasn't able to get in. And that's typical, so that's what was going on. If you was short and it was gapping up like that, and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna wait for me a little pullback. I'm gonna wait for a pullback to get out. It wasn't happening. It didn't give it to you. Well, we was down here. Look, there was no pullback. Well, maybe right there, but this was the reversal. But nah, you probably even got more short. Boom, boom. There's no pullback. Here's a little pullback right now, right? Right now, there's your pullback. Anyway, and longs, you was probably wanting to pull back to go long, if that's what you wanted to do, and it really didn't give it to you. You would have had to buy. If you wanted to participate in this, you either had to have your shares already, or you would have had to have buy. You would have had to have had bought, like on a 300-point up day, like give up those 300, 250, and and that's kind of hard to do at times. You don't want to buy it up like that, be chasing it. But every chase, and matter of fact, in this whole box, if you was chasing besides at the top of the range, you did well. It with this volatility, it paid to chase. Not necessarily on the downside, because the downside moves happen quick. Boom, by the time he's like, oh, I'm going to go. You missed it. You need to be short up here at the top of the range if you're going to play the market going down. And you need to get short up here, because the down days are serious and they vicious. I'm not sure if we're gonna have one today. It seemed like we was up 200 points, and gosh, I think we went down to about minus 70 on Dow. And right now the Dow is up 22, but I think we went with this drop right here. Let's pull up the minute. So I got it over my head right here. Oh, right there. Yeah. Let's pull up the minute. I know I'm slow. Yeah, look at that drop. That's today's action. Let's clear this. Can I clear that? Let's clear all of that. Yeah, see all that in that drop. I think that we got down to like 75 on the Dow, and then kind of bouncing up for that. This was serious right here. That's like a good reversal like that at the top of the range. That's almost like, oh man, it's time to get in. But we'll see. The buying has been strong, fierce. I mean, so let's see if it just goes right back up. And that was one thing I wanted to do a video about. Hey Sagar, what's up, man? Thanks for watching. I wanted to do a video because I usually do these videos every day, but I haven't been doing them every day because I've been tired. It's just tough working. I want to do a video just to show you the how the dips were just getting sucked back up, like every single dip right back to the top of to the top before the dip. And I can't even find a good chart that actually shows that. But this chart is all over the place because of the gaps. But you could see, I mean, any kind of dip, it just came right back. And this one might even come. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how people want to go into this weekend. I think the bulls are like thinking, because tariffs, they go on, man. This is consumer part. There's some serious tariffs going on Sunday. And China tariffs going as well. And I think people are wishing that, maybe Trump comes out over the weekend and says, I'm going to delay those tariffs. I think that's what they're looking for. I don't know if that's going to happen because I don't even think they're talking. I just don't think that. I mean, it's just my gut feeling. I have no evidence except for when he did lie. And then next thing you know, China confirmed that they didn't speak. And then all of a sudden China says they speak. And then where did that come from? So it just seems like something is going on. Maybe it's a co-effort to keep the markets up, or I don't know. It's just weird. Just a lot of weirdness going on. A lot of stories. Every time we at the bottom of the range, you get these ambition stories, right? These stories that's Cashmatic. What's up, man? You get these ambitions. I'm trying to pull up did I lose my? I drew my lines went away. Damn it. No, I don't want to draw that. Let's draw some kind of a quick lines. Like there's the range, right? Anyway, so every time we at the bottom of the range, you hear all these optimistic stories, and it's so full of it. The tariff story has been going on since last October. Pulling up a monthly. I mean, that started all this volatility for the most, or was it last April or what? That started all this volatility. And oh yeah, deals coming. We're gonna do. Come on, man. Oh, do we still believe that? Do we still believe there's a deal like right around the corner and they come in, we're gonna sign a deal? I mean, it's so BS. It's just, and that. So when the news yesterday to make the S&P jump 30 points, man, that was a huge gap up and hold even. They didn't even fill the gap. On China's optimistic or not, what did they say? They want calm negotiation. They want calmness or something. I'm like, okay, there's still tariffs. I mean, I don't know, man. So if Trump pulls the tariffs away, it could be a sign of weakness for him, or it can show China. Maybe that, basically, if he pulled this Sunday's tariffs away, it shows me, okay, maybe they are working on something, but he didn't do it yet. And why wouldn't he do it now? Because if he did it now, markets would rise. He likes markets to rise. So is he going to wait until after the bell and nobody can trade it? And, so that's what makes me think it's going on, so... do it now. Don't do it after the market. You like markets up. If you do it now, you're going to add another 300, 400, 500 points to this market. So maybe that comes out over the weekend. Hong Kong kicked up, right? So just a lot of craziness is still out there from the last week's high. I think there's nothing's changed, but we're higher. So that makes me just go, I don't know. Bond yields, the yield curve is inverted even for days now, not just like a second, then coming back. I think it's been inverted for the last couple of days. So you're getting longer inversions on the yield curve. That's what, I'm only talking about it because that's what the market seems to be worried about. But they're not worried about it because, oh, yeah, recession. That means the recession starts in 22 months. Oh, 18 months, 6 months. You're hearing all these different times when the recession's going to start. And like, okay, 6 months, boom, now it's time to sell stocks. No, because by the time we know there's a recession, the market's already going to be down. You need to sell. If you're worried about a recession, you need to sell before a recession actually occurs. We don't know. A recession is 2 quarters of negative GDP. So about time we get that second GDP report and it's like, oh my gosh, it's negative. We have been in a recession for the last 6 months. You see what I mean? So how could you time a recession, to as far, all right, it's time to sell. Especially when the market's forward looking. So here is the SPX index, and this candle right here is the concerning one. I actually sold some SPX at the high, some put spreads, some call spreads, I'm sorry. 3,040, 3,050 or something like that. Out in December, I think, because I don't think we're going to be at new highs and continue to run. I don't know. It might gyrate through here, and but I think we head lower. So I'm basically, the bet is I don't think we're going to have new highs in 3 months. So, and hopefully that works, because even though the trading range has been so perfect, I've been messing it up because what I'm talking about here, I'm like, oh man, this guy's lying. Man, this is, I'm just thinking of all this. But look at this candle right here, man. That's not a good candle for the top of the range. I forget what that's called. I don't know, hanging man, shooting star, one of them things. But that's not a good candle on the monthly. That's like a topping candle right there. So other than that, that's all I want to talk about. So it's going to be a 3-day weekend. See, I'm looking at the market take back this drop, and I don't know what came out for it to drop like this. I was like, man, maybe they selling before they go home, because 3-day weekends, the market kind of gives up on Friday early. The real traders go home or whatever. But I tell you what, man, Monday after Labor Day, everybody's back. There's no traders on vacation. All the big money's gonna be back, doing their jobs or whatever. So volume should pick up, and we should see, there should be some real kind of movement going on. One of the stocks, to fix this still, one of the stocks that's concerning me about the whole market is Amazon, because it's a leader. It was a leader, right? And it's just, right now it's down 14 points. It can't get close to 1,800, which I feel is probably, if it goes above that, well, maybe more above this 1830, it can probably work its way higher. But I don't know. I just kind of pick 1800 as a nice round number. But every time it gets up in this area, it's just weak. If you notice, when the market's up, say 200, 300 or what, Amazon is weak. So I think we go higher as a whole when this stock is strong. This is my read stock. Not necessarily Apple with the tariffs and what I've seen. Look at the weakness. It's kind of, let me pull up the minute. It's kind of just, drooping, getting ready to drop again some more. And I want to see this thing move, because it was such a powerhouse. It was up approaching 2000, what was it, 2021, I don't know, about to be a high, and just gave it up. Now it's 1700. If you pull up the monthly, oh man, I love this stock. But if it does want to go lower, it has a long way to go. Especially if we test those December lows. That wasn't even that, it's right there, 1400, maybe, I don't know. Double top, not necessarily double top, it didn't reach it. And then it seems like this wants to give up. Like, it took that energy to get up there, and just didn't make it. Now it's got to roll backwards down the hill to kind of start it up again. Anyway, that's what I'm looking at and the market overall. Listening to the news, the media, but I guarantee when we get back to the bottom of the range that we was playing with, you're gonna hear the media and Trump tweets, put a little alert on his little Twitter. Watch the pumping going on. He knows the range. He's got his people looking right at there on the range because he knows if that range breaks, man, it's going to slide. It's going down hard, just as if it gets to the upside. So I'm actually surprised he's not throwing any pumps out there at the upside. And he has the one good one to delay them tariffs, but it's almost like nothing he can pump. The yield, it was up today. I kind of gave it up. I don't know what the yield is on that, but the bonds are up. Look at that. Just nothing changed. Yields, buying, whatever. Yeah, that's the 5 minute. I thought it was, it looks like it's giving it back up. All right, so that's it. I hope everyone has a good weekend. If you are watching the replay Invest Game, shout out to you. You missed me again. Anyway, but I appreciate you watching the replay if you get this far. All right, so thanks for watching. Y'all have a good Labor Day weekend, and that's what I'm doing, and just trying to watch it. But like I said, easy to trade. If you want a good trade right now is today. That if you were to short it or go the other way, today's high, you could trade against it. It could be, if it busts today's high, I'm out of here, because it's kind of like, if it stays out here, it's kind of like a reversal. So here's your 29.40, right? You can get in here, little risk right there. We have 29.22, 18 handles, and you'll be out. See what happens. All right, so thanks for watching. This is Dre. I'm out. Have a good week.